Welcome to From Vision to Impact, a podcast where we spotlight visionary leaders in Africa who are shaping the future of Africa through technology, innovation, resilience. And today we have Dr. Kingsley Adonu, the CEO of S.Mobile Group and one of Nigeria's fastest growing business conglomerates in telecommunications, oil and gas, power, logistics, real estate, and edge technology. Born and raised in Nsukka, Enugu State, Dr. Adonu's journey from humble beginnings to becoming one of MTN top partners is a powerful story of determination, leadership, and impact. Beyond business, he's also passionate about nation building, empowering young people through initiatives like S.Mobile Tech Institute, Regina Oboneke Empowerment Foundation, and Nsukka Street to Stardom, which helps young talent in music, acting, and sports find their voice. Dr. Adonu, thank you for joining us. It's an honor to have you on this show today. First of all, congratulations on your latest award as one of MTN top partners in 2024. We'll be looking forward to this interview with you, and we are truly glad to finally have you here today. Let's start from the beginning. You built one of the strongest partnership with MTN through S.Mobile Net Zone Limited. How did your journey into the telecom industry begin?
Thank you. Before I proceed, I want to correct my identity. I'm from Enugu, Enugu North local government of Enugu State. I'm not from Nsukka. Many people believe that people from Enugu, people from Udenu, that all of us are from Nsukka. Nsukka is a local government on their own, and we are also in Enugu North local government. Take for instance now in Abuja here, if you go to Use Market now and go to the popular place where they are selling curtains, 95% of all the major distributors are from Enugu. But people will tell you these people are from Nsukka. You understand? So that's why we want to correct that impression.
Yes.
Using Nsukka to cover Enugu. So we are gone beyond covering with another name. So we can stand on our own name strongly this time.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the correction.
All right.
So I'll take the question again. You built one of the strongest partnership with MTN through S.Mobile Net Zone Limited. How did your journey into the telecom industry begin?
Okay. I started the telecom business in 2005. Before I got a temporary telecom business as a volume sales officer in MTN Abuja. The volume sales officer are just like agents, people that are selling products for the trade partners. Then so that was 2010 when I came to Abuja here and I started selling products for partners, selling all kinds of MTN products. So the journey started from there, from that level of as agents. Then I now floated my own company, which eventually become a partner directly with MTN today.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for that answer. Moving on, from our research, we confirmed that there are more than 144 MTN business partners and distributors in Nigeria. What did you do differently to achieve such historic achievements in the midst of other strong competitors?
In business, the first thing is for you to define your vision. Then the second one is for you to build a very good structure So, and if you have a clear vision and a structure, it will help your business to grow. When it comes to telecommunication, there's nothing much that I did differently that other people that are not doing, but is when we are doing it in a different with a different strategy. Nigeria is a big market. MTN in particular has over 80 million active subscribers. So at any business we are doing in Nigeria, and we are able to have like 5% of the Nigerian population, you are good to go. You can do anything. What we are doing differently is that one, we are committed to the business. As the MD and the CEO of the company, I'm also a marketer in the same business. So that's why what I am doing is somehow different from other CEOs, because there are other people that rely on only what their employees can do. But as a CEO, I'm also in the field to make sure that we deliver. So these are part of the things we are doing differently.
Thank you so much, sir. So are you in partnership with other telecom companies like Airtel, Glo, and others?
In that regard, I cannot say that I'm in partnership with them now. And at the same time, I cannot say that I'm not interested to be a partner with them. But I want to manage my energy in one area so that if I want to do the other side, I will put all my energy there as well. Because if I want to do Glow and do the Airtel and do the MTN and other network providers at the same time, I'm going to give each of them half attention.
Yes,
so that's why all we are doing now is concentrate on the MTN business, and when we get to where we want to reach, we can come back to now as for another business.
Most of Southeast top businessmen have their head offices in Lagos and some in Abuja, but you have yours in Enugu. Don't you think Lagos would be more advantageous for you?
It is not true. Yes, this is a very important point to address because if you go to that Lagos, it's the same. Mostly the Southeasterners are the people that develop the Lagos. If you come to Abuja, you will see that the major business partners that are known in major markets in Abuja, you will see that they're almost dominated by Igbo business people. If you go to Lagos, all the major markets in Lagos, they are all dominated by Igbo businessmen. So even though I'm in Enugu, we are the same people that are developing the Lagos. Do you understand? But it's very important for us to know that there must be decision to correct those impression that if you don't go to Lagos, you may not have an advantage. We have strong partners of telecommunication in Lagos. But I'm in Enugu, but I was able to defeat all the partners, even though they are in Lagos. So it's not about your location. Sometimes it's about how are you doing the business. Yes, there are many people, like you say, that most of Igbo business people, they have their
Head offices.
they have their offices in Abuja. and Lagos. But what I'm telling you is that Southeast is also growing and growing very, very fast. Both Enugu, Abia, Imo, Ebonyi, Anambra. So there's no popular markets in Nigeria where you now see people that you can count that are very, very doing well. You must count a good number of Igbo people.
Are there any employment opportunities in your business, sir?
Of course, like I said, we have business presence in every part of Nigeria. Currently, both our direct staff and contract staff and the agents, because we have categories of people working with us. We have over 10,000 persons working in S.Mobile. So there are a lot of job opportunities now.
That's really amazing. Thank you, sir. So, sir, a lot of Igbo businessmen are very popular on social media, but it seems like you're not so popular on social media. So, how do you build network and contacts in your business when you're not actively on social media?
Are you saying that it's only on social media that people can build a network?
No, sir, that's not the point. But a lot of businessmen use these social media platforms and to build connections.
But you personalize it. You said Igbo people.
Yes, sir. A lot of.
Why do you say Igbo people? There are no Yoruba people in social media.
Because we are talking about your roots here. You're from the Igbo speaking tribe. So we know a lot of your brothers who are also into businesses like yours, and they are doing very well on social media, active on social media. So I believe that the social media platform, they're not just there for the fun of it, they're there because there's something they are gaining from being active on the social media space, sir.
Okay, to me, social media is not where I can say, okay, it's only when I'm on social media I will be able to have a reliable business networks. And because I don't think the real business people in Nigeria, most of them are not social media. Even if you see they're on Facebook, they are not even the one operating it. Social media is like the way you want to use it. Some people use social media for people to know their face. The nature of my business doesn't need that if I'm not on the social media. The most important thing is once you want to know what you are doing, people will still look for you, whether you are on the social media or not in social media. But that doesn't mean that I don't have social media. I have Facebook, I have Instagram. Do you understand? The only thing is that I'm not doing it like I want to eat. I will be on social media. I will no. So it depends on what the person is looking for. It depends on the kind of audience somebody is looking for that will make people to say, okay, if I'm not on social media, I cannot I have a good and reliable business networks and contacts, but I didn't get them from social media.
We are wondering, you do a lot of things. You're a business leader, you're a philanthropist, you're a founder. So we are wondering, how do you manage and balance being a philanthropist, a business leader who is also deeply connected to his community?
Okay, it's almost the same thing. If you can't do business alone, you must do it with people. And you at the same time, you must find a way to give back to the society. That's where the philanthropy comes in. So it depends on how one want to define his own way of giving back to the society. But if you are doing business, you can't buy a product. You can't buy a product from a company and still sell to yourself. Do you understand? Everything is all about to bring out time for each of them. There's a time to say, okay, from January to December or January to November is for business. Then we are bringing another time to give back to the society. So it's not doing the two. It's not a big deal. It's to help the business and also to even appreciate people.
Looking back, what are some of the biggest challenges you faced as a young entrepreneur trying to build credibility in Nigeria's competitive business landscape?
I have principle in my business. I don't recognize negativity. So in the area of challenges, I don't recognize it as a negative, a kind of a negative incident. I will see it as a process and a learning period, the time to make corrections. Yes, I've recorded a very repeated challenges, but all the challenges that are coming through my business is as a result of the vision I have for the business. So, but the major challenge that I actually regret is building the business structure. So when I was starting the business, I just started the business without a very good structure as the foundation of the business. And it cost me a lot of good relationships because when I started in my effort of pursuing, uh, making effort to have a direct partnership with MTN, it's not something that you can do alone. You must have people that can partner with you. So, but what I know that was a very great that affected me, my early beginning, was that the people who came to support the business came in when the structure was not there.
Yeah.
So, and because the structure wasn't there, it wasn't favorable at that time, leading me to lose some credible and very important relationships. It's just like, let me give a scenario like this. When I was growing my business, I was growing with my very valued relationships. So that is the area, based on the question you asked, that is really affected me. But I thank God that most of those my friends are now realizing that it was out of the experience then. There's a level of mistakes you make. It will become a big lesson to you. So that is what I've achieved in that.
Many young Nigerians, like myself, look up to you as a role model. What message do you have for those trying to build a career or business with integrity and impact?
It's a very good question. My advice to them is this. At the early stage of their business, at the early stage of when you are trying to start up a business, don't introduce your high valued people to it until you are sure that is stable. Do you understand what I mean? Don't do trial luck with the people who I can describe as your destiny helpers until that particular business, you have tested it and proved to yourself that, okay, this business now is ready to move forward. The next one is to start small. and do all the mistakes with your own resources. So that when you now come out to do a proposal to people, you must have known how everything works. My advice is start small with your own. When everything is settled, you can now bring people in.
People often see the success but not the process. Can you share one defining moment that tested your faith?
Okay. The moment that tested my faith, just like I said before, when I started without a solid structure. And some people took advantage of that. What I mean by people took advantage of that is like, when you are coming into a system and you don't have a whole knowledge about it, and you are now relying on some people to lead you, and those people now took advantage of your I can call it ignorance. So it really affected me because it drove me back that what I'm supposed to achieve in 2 years now took me over 7 years. But because I know where I'm going, like I said, vision is very, very important to be defined in anything you are doing. So that my vision, that one cannot be compromised by anybody. So that was why I said, okay, I started afresh. I'm supposed to be what I'm achieving today in the telecom industry. I supposed to start achieving it like 2017 and 2018. But in 2017, that was when I discovered that all the effort I've been making right from 2010, 2000, all of them were not just yes. So it did not. I had to start afresh. I had to move to Port Harcourt, and from the Port Harcourt, I was able to build the business that now connected me directly to MTN as it is today.
The recent launch of S.Mobile Tech Institute in Enugu was a major milestone. What inspired you to create an institution focused on cybersecurity and artificial intelligence?
The idea of that institution is to educate our people on cybersecurity. Our major area is cybersecurity and advanced AI. Let me use the cybersecurity to just respond to you properly. Nowadays, what all the industries, government, individuals, private companies, what people are suffering these days is cyber attack. And it's only the cybersecurity. If you are knowledgeable about cybersecurity, it will help to reduce those attacks. The more we are going digital, the more risky it becomes.
The role of technology in building Nigeria's future, especially for young people.
Young ones have a lot of advantage because nowadays, to me, nobody have any excuse like a youth now to say, I'm looking for a job. With your smartphone, you can employ yourself. Do you understand? If you go to Play Store, you will see a lot of program, a lot of apps people developed. This doesn't take anything done for you to, just like I talk about in S-Mobile. There are some people in S-Mobile within the September, about 2 months ago that we opened it. But now, today, they can develop application on themselves for themselves. You understand? Some of them can develop application. Some of them that can develop all this game. Just a lot of things they can do. If you ask them now to develop a website for you to be using to be selling your product, because any product you are selling now and is not online is as good as you have not started.
Sure.
Do you understand? So the youth have a lot of advantage. That's why I say that when you engage most of the youth, you see that they have a very high serious skill. But the issue is that who can mentor them for them to know that this skill you can put into in a legitimate way that will make you even more richer than the other side. I think is faster. So there's a lot of advantage in technology, especially for our youth.
So through your foundation, the Regina Ogboneke Foundation, you've empowered and supported orphans, widows, and persons with disabilities. What inspired your passion for humanitarian work?
Okay, I'll put it this way. I pray through charity. In life, people are not giving because they have enough. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because even me, I need help. Even the person you think of as the richest person need help. But in any position you are, there are people that you are better off. So my own is, okay, let me contribute to the assistance of other less privileged.
Yes.
Not that we are giving it based on that we have enough. No, we don't have enough. But the little we have, we are giving as a way of praying and asking God for more blessing. That is what we are doing.
You sponsored over 5,000 students on scholarships and supported countless medical cases. That's a lot. How do you measure the real impact of your giving?
Like what you ask me now is like for me to count the blessings of God. Is it what you're asking me? Which you know that is uncountable. So I measure it with uncountable blessings that I have been receiving from God. So that is my answer to that.
So during the COVID-19 pandemic, you were widely recognized for your contributions across Enugu State. What really inspired you to step in at such a difficult time?
Okay. Like it was a crisis all over the world. And at that time, it required that wherever you can help. I've not witnessed such situation in Nigeria before. So what motivates me is no other thing than to help in my own little way to see that people won't be dying in hunger. Because during that time, people that are found positive, they were quarantined. People were locked indoor. There had no movement. Even it was a kind of a very, very ugly situation. You understand? So at that time, whatever we have, we're using it to help people, providing food, providing other materials that can help people to live.
We learned that during the pandemic, because of your contributions across Enugu State, through food distribution, financial assistance, and accommodation, the Ohaneze of Ndigbo honored you with a traditional title as the Odozi Obodo of Enugu State. How did that recognition make you feel? And what does the title Odozi Obodo mean to you in the context of leadership and business journey?
The title as the Odozi Obodo by the Ohaneze Ndigbo. It just, let me say that it's just a way to say thank you. That's what the meaning of Odozi Obodo is, like people that are doing good for his people. So they were trying to say, okay, at this time of critical situation, and we came up and we now supported. So that was what it means. So to me, it was, I appreciated that. And also it motivated me also to keep doing better in our community and even at the national level. So I really appreciated that recognition, even though I am not the kind of person that always say I am chief. I always prefer my normal name.
You're still Chief, by the way. Thank you, Chief. You are also a member of the Rotary Club of Abuja and have been recognized as a major donor. What inspired you to join Rotary, and how has it influenced your approach to service to humanity and leadership?
Okay. Rotary is an organization where people are contributing to help the less privileged. I'm a major donor as a result of the contribution I've made, and we keep on making the contribution. It's no other thing. There's no other particular thing about it than where you can contribute money and we go globally, not in Nigeria. It's an international platform to reach the less privileged.
So, Dr. Kingsley, thank you once again for your insights, your story, and we celebrate your commitment to nation building, and we look forward to seeing the next chapter of your remarkable journey. To everyone, thank you for joining us from Vision to Impact. If you found this episode inspiring, do well to look out for Dr. Kingsley on all his social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Uweze Winifred, and until the next one, I am your host. Thank you.